Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. It's another gravitational report. For today, a lot of going on in the sky, and a lot is going to go on today around midnight. But that is going to be the reflections of what is going to happen during the day of your internal situations, of your the way of processing the energies, the way you are processing everything in the past. You may have the blast from the past situations. You are maybe having some dreams from past situations and so on. There's going to be some kind of like a review, but it's going to be important for it because what is going to happen? There's going to be a lot of mixed energies, and those mixed energies they have their purpose. The purpose of these mixed energies are for you to look at it from different point of views, the things that are going on. Just to remind you that whatever you put in your mind, that turns into an energy, and the energy is going to work with the gravity that it's currently coming into the solar system. So you, as a energy, as a vibrational, and as a spiritual person, you are working with these energies. You are working with this gravity. You are within this gravity. Make sure that you keep yourself straight. Your own personal energies are engaging with in the collective energies. Make a difference between the two and allowing these energies to help you. The current energies, they're here to help you. They happen here for reasons. So getting into these energies is going to be really helpful. Specifically, we're talking about the new energies that are entering the solar system. They are having their review to us, and they are helping us to evolve. They are helping it be compassionate to yourself. Be within the inner peace because that is what leads you to understand things. If you have some issues, digging in within the issues, that's going to bring you the internal peace because it doesn't matter what the cases and the situations are, the inner peace makes the balance with what you have in you, with what you have out there. And that's what the inner peace leads to these energies. We spoke about this yesterday in the main channel. Bob's K, hi. Thank you for being here and thank you for the coming in the chat. Erica, thank you. Thank you for coming in. And if you guys have some questions, please ask after the astrogravitational report. If you need some personal astrogravitational report, what you are is the energies, you can reach out to me in the banner of the channel. There is a Facebook link. Also, there is a Facebook link. If you click in the channel and the tab about, there is two links in there. One of them it is Facebook. So I'm gonna put you here in the side screen so I can watching the charts. And if the more people coming in into the chart, so I can greet them, I would like to say thank you guys for coming in, watching it, liking it, sharing it, because the universe telling you from within you. It's not me, and so on. All right. So what's going on? Following up from yesterday, following up these energies of Cancer that we go into that full moon now. The full moon, it's still full moon. In the morning, Mercury and the Sun begins to kind of like a still traveling together. Be careful with the communications. That is the communications when the authority, which is the Sun, wants to have this internal revaluations from within itself about what is going on generally in Earth. You need to understand this is a Capricorn, that is a cardinal ruler, that is the leader of the Earth energies on Earth. That is it when the professionalism lives. That is whether the public servants they have something in there with attaching to this. Okay, that's what this is, Capricorn, and the ascendant in the morning is going to be at Capricorn, but the ascendant at 10 degrees, it is in divine energies with Mars. As you pay attention from yesterday, Mars, it is the divine energies of the masculine energies. They are inside of you. Then it tells you, chill out, calm down, seek the inner peace. You see any of those energies and so on. Hi, Paulina. Thank you for coming in. And midheaven at 7 o'clock, it is at Scorpio. So there's going to be a lot of review at the Scorpio season, the shadow work. Some of you are going to tell me, dude, have you been done this? It is about the shadow work, but now for those who did the shadow work, you're going to be practicing. For those who hasn't done the shadow work, there's going to be like I should have, could have, would have done back then in the days. That's what this review is. Also, there is a review that's going to be coming in midnight. That is going to be when at the moon, Lilith, and a midheaven, they are going to come together in the first degrees of Leo, checking out the situations of the Leo's authority. We talk about this fight of authority from within yourself that you have to understand from within. The divine feminine energies, they are going to be kind of like maybe putting into a stress from within yourself. That doesn't matter if you are masculine or feminine as a person. I'm talking about the both energies. If you're a masculine person, you're trying to understand the divine feminine energies. If you are divine feminine energies, you're trying to understand the divine masculine energies. But you also have to do revaluations of your own energies. If you're masculine, look at it, the divine masculine energies inside of you. And if you're feminine, look at your divine feminine energies. That's what the divine feminine energies today, they are going to be looking within these issues, but also the divine masculine, they are going to be staying on their ground. They are basically is not going to be affected with so much within this. Thank God that Mars is retrograde and Mercury and the Sun, they are in union together, staying grounded. If you have some issues, go ground yourself, take a shower, drink water, go out in the nature, and so on. Use all the available grounding techniques. They're available to you. The best way to ground is grounding your root chakra, walking barefoot, and so on, because that way the energy of the Mother Earth it's coming inside of you, and your head is in the clouds, and you are in these energies of understanding what is this going on from within you. So going on with this, the positive energies today, they are going to be very beautiful because of the ascendant. It is also trining with Uranus and the North Node, the Uranus and the North Node. There is a beautiful trines with Mercury retrograde and the Sun. That authority is going to help you with the proper visions and the proper growth in there. The moon is still trining Jupiter, which is she's looking for the growth, but the moon, it is in divine energies with Saturn, something that needs to be learned. That is the only aspect that Saturn currently have is with the moon, learning to use the intuition, or the intuition is learning about the things for itself. This is a talking about it's time for you to do a self learning. If you are masculine, learn your trust your self intuitions from within. If you're feminine, that energy is going to be point out that you have to self study. Maybe some of you is going to go to a deep hermit mode, deep hermit situations from within. Be mindful because tonight at midnight, these energies are going to be very highly intensive from within you. Matthew Crawford, hey, good morning. Paulina, just wonder, does the full moon energy impact more feminine or masculine energies, or it depends on person? Paulina, it's going to be affecting both, and you need to understand within the person that is affecting the most within. If you are feminine and you have a block in your feminine energies, You have to use the masculine energies to look and develop it, these feminine energies they are missing within you. If you are masculine energy and you develop feminine energies within you, you're going to look at it and what did I miss ink from with me? There's going to be triggers in the both realms. There is always triggers in the both realms. Just happens that there is a more intensity with the feminine energies because the moon and Lilith coming together. Okay, the moon and Lilith are coming together, and that usually brings a lot of intensified energy, specifically when they are opposing Sun or opposing Pluto in there. That is a lack of transformations, lack of changes. So all those energies are going to be really impacting because a lot of the people they are going to be, I don't want to change the way myself it is. The masculine has to change. The masculine says like they haven't changed to a feminine energies. They have a masculine energies in them, and they try to tell me they're feminine. Do you guys see the conflict? Because right now the sun it is at Capricorn. That is the judgment. That is a judgment of actions. We're not talking about judgment of emotions as Libra. Don't mix those. Okay? The judgment that the Capricorn has is like, you did this. Did you did it? Yes. All right. We're done with this. Action speaking louder than words. I see the bottom line. That's what the Capricorn is. I don't care what you said. I'm not worried about all this. I'm looking at what I have. So that's what this energy it is, the cardinal energies that is in the earth. And right now, there could be a lot of intensity, but also could be a trigger. So some of you maybe go through the dark night of the soul. It is what it is. Are you going to feel this intense energy? Similar. Okay. You need to understand there is two different energies between the dark night of the soul and the dark night of the soul. The dark night, it's usually once in a lifetime near that experience. The other one, it is something that comes in and digging up in your subconscious within your shadow and create all these guilt, shames, and you go and you're ashamed of yourself. You feel like lack of love, self-love, and so on. You go in within your own darkness, and then you understand things. You reveals the truth from within you, and you don't experiencing the near that experience where they have to save you to want to come back. So there is a lot of going on within this energy. So be careful with this. All right. So we're keeping going forward at 8 o'clock at 20 degrees of Scorpio. That's what's going to be a midheaven review of the shadow work, the shadow situations that it was. Did you fight against the universe during the Scorpio season? Did you learn the lessons? And if you haven't learned it, it's going to be reminding to you. Why? Because midheaven at 20 degrees is squaring Saturn at 23 degrees. And the other aspect of Saturn, it is the divine energies with the moon. Be mindful about it because the moon, as you guys already know it, and I talked to you about it, that is it, the intuitions within the family, but that also represents the mother, the mothering situations. Maybe your mother didn't change, maybe it's going to be a triggers later on with all this. But look, the mother, the mothering, what do you know about mother for it, or how was you with your mother? Your mother probably did your best and the best of her abilities to know how to raise you or whatever the situation was. But it is your responsibility to take these intuitions and you to go and develop yourself. The intuitions, it is the best helper from within to help in getting there. The intuition is a self-learning. She guides you. She's your internal GPS from within you that tells you where to look. But if you look at with your ego, the situations are different. But when you look at within your soul, then the soul and the intuition combined. They're working together and establish a new different authority. How do you know this authority will grow? Well, the moon, it has a trine with Jupiter. There is an Aries. There is a new cycle of Jupiter, new growth. That it is beautiful sextile with the sun and Mercury. How you gonna grow? How you gonna grow? Through learnings. Who's teaching you? This guy up here, Saturn. So looking at then these energies, that's gonna be at 8 o'clock. There's gonna be these energies are going on. At 9 o'clock, midheaven, it's at 4 degrees. At Sag, you want to express. Yes, there's going to be beautiful expressions of Jupiter and the growth that grows towards the moon there, but it's opposing Mars, who is retrograde. Don't go fight with the masculine energy who meditates. Who's fighting with someone who meditates? The ego. When you meditate, who fights from within yourself? The ego, the lower self. So be careful with this energy, specifically at this time. The moon, it's also opposing Pluto in there within this energies. Be mindful about it. Lack of transformations. The ascendant is at Aquarius, rebellion. But there's the two rebellions using Mars energies or you're going against the universe. So if you are getting angry about this and you express your anger in situations from within, you're not doing anything. You're going against the universe. So be careful with those energies during these hours. But overall, at 9 o'clock, this energies is going to help you tremendously, tremendously. You to understand the process that you have to learn something from within yourself. So 10 o'clock midheaven is at 18 degrees, 15.7 minutes. It's squaring Neptune in there. You may not see these visions, these internal situations and so on there. But the energies there right now is shifted because the moon right now it is begin to have this closeness towards Lilith. You're gonna feel these energies for the growth within you. Who is growing? Your intuitions. Lilith controls them the situations, or the moon controls the situations. There's gonna begin this internal fight from within. Who has to transform of what? Until they don't learn that they are part of the same thing. The feminine is the same thing as the masculine energies. They have to understand that they both have to get along, and you gotta get along with them. So this is a learning curve. It's a learning process. In there, Lilith is at 1 degrees, 1 minute. She's kind of like trying to hurry up, but there is this shift. She's got to go back into Cancer, unfortunately, review things. But right now, she is in Leo at 1 degrees. And there is a beautiful trine with Jupiter. That is you grow by understanding your shadow side in there. Matthew, thank you for coming in. Let's see. Maria Richards, thank you for coming in. Yeah. Barb's words matter to me. I can act. Yes, words matter, but the actions behind the words creates belief, and that's what Capricorn is. Capricorn, it is the last energies, cardinal energies there that it says like, I will put you through everything, and now can accept you that you're getting into this new path because you grow, which is Aquarius. Aquarius is the higher energy of Capricorn in a way. If you look at it, and then Pisces is the highest energy at the end that knows everything, the mysticism and so on and so on. And in there, depends of what you build from within you. You can use the energies in a good way or in the bad way. It's up to you. So to go on with this, at 11 o'clock, midheaven goes into Capricorn. It's 2 degrees and 47 minutes. There is a divine energies with Lilith and pointing out that really work. Who is an authority? You can tell, you can command, you can talk. Do you perform? So basically, it is like, can you perform what you preach? That is the questions in there. And if you don't, what's going on? Midheaven is a square with the ascendant in Jupiter, and that's what it's like. If there was no growth, what are you doing? Learn. But this energies right here that's coming in that hour, there's going to be a very interesting in the way for it because of the only aspect, as I said right now, is Saturn with the moon. This it is. The woman takes a wisdom from within. Take that deep wisdom inside of it. Go digging it in there. Find these new things. Find the things that you don't know. Use that intuitions to tell you what you need to learn from within you. So at 12 o'clock, Midheaven is together with Mercury retrograde and the Sun, and that is trining Uranus, who is retrograde. Hopefully, you're getting the divine messages from within you. Hopefully, you see the divine visions and you send them to your intuitions from within you. The moon has been moved to 25 degrees of Cancer. There's a beautiful trines with Jupiter and Neptune there. Neptune has this beautiful energies right now that it's connecting with midheaven, Mercury retrograde, and the Sun. Authority, internal communications, spirit, it is opposing intuition, but the intuitions learn through Saturn. She goes through growth and the internal visions, how to work it out with the authority, with the communications, and the soul. Beautiful transformations because we are all family. But if you're not working at this energy, here is the trick in there. Ascendant is at 0 degrees of Taurus. The moon is square the ascendant, and the ascendant it squares Venus and Pluto. And the moon is opposing Pluto. Are you going to be transformed from within you or you're not? You're still going to go the old way. And that is going to be a huge trigger. There's going to be intense energies during this time for you. But that is an energy that you are going to see this conflict. Because later on, at about like 5 p.m., the midheaven it's going to get in Taurus and it's going to trigger exactly that energies from within you. So 1 p.m. the midheaven is entering Aquarius. That's opposing Lilith and the moon. There is an overview of what's going to happen in 12 hours, pretty much from now. We are talking about because in 12 hours the midheaven it's going to be opposing the current energies. The current energy of the midheaven, they are in Aquarius. That means it's supporting Pluto. It is supporting Venus. It sees the point of transformations. It sees the point of this new love. It sees all this. You're looking at within yourself. You got it through the Mercury retrograde and Pluto and the Sun and Venus and so on. But you are facing Lilith and the Moon on the other side. They're in total conflict situations. But the midheaven, it's using the energies. There is a sextile with Neptune and Jupiter, and they're going responsibly towards the moon in Lilith. So there is an exit. There is a angel wings from within about it. You use these energies there. You using it these proper energies from within. They are going to actually help you tremendously to grow within yourself. So at 2 o'clock, the midheaven is still in Aquarius at 15 degrees. Rebellion, you decide to go ahead and, you know what, I'm tearing everything apart. I have to do something new. I have to find escape route. I have to find all these situations. What's helping you though? Who is the leader of the rebel? The masculine energies. Ascendant is together with Mars, that is in Gemini. Beautiful trine with midheaven. Beautiful trine still with Venus. You need to understand this is the cooperations between the two between the two energies inside. That is a Mars and Venus. They are talking from within you. But you look at it inside, the rest of the energies are still not quite okay. What is the rest of the energies are? Authority communications versus intuitions and what do you know about intimacy situations or toxic situations. So now you look at it, all these energies that are coming in from within, but you're looking at from the point from the energy of like we have to find this unifications there. You can't always fight, you can't always argue, but to argue we can find the resources from within. So during this midheaven during this time, there is going to be a very beautiful learning process, which is in the next hours. The midheaven has been passed through Saturn. It has been triggers everything in you. Midheaven it goes at 1 degrees of Pisces, and there is a divine energies towards Lilith, and there is a square towards Mars. Mars is going to be triggered. The masculine energies are going to be triggered. Be careful with these energies from within yourself for you, because those energies like building this anger, you're trying to poking the bear, you're trying to wake up the sleeping lion by pulling it for his tail, you're trying to do something. Don't do it. Mars is in a deep state of meditations from within its cave. He's looking at his inner love from within. That is this beautiful trine with Venus and Mars. Don't go ahead and disturb this process, or you're going to be disturbed. So usually that's what the Lilith does, trying to impatience in there to disturb this situation. So be careful with this energies. The ascendant is at 25 degrees, 25 minutes. In Gemini, there is a beautiful divine energies towards Pluto. This is that third energy within twin flames. This is this transformations, this energy that it's coming out from the universe, from within. But somebody has to transmute it, this energy. Who that is the universe. Uranus. That is in Taurus. He's retrograde in the soul. Where? In the authority from within you. So there's going to be all these mixed energies, these mixed situations. You're going to be like, Dio, there I'm going nuts. No, you're not. You just have to take a step back and be in this meditation mode as Mars is. Okay? Yes, the situations with the moon is going to be intense and intensified, but they are for that reason. We want to have a better family on earth. We want to have a better family from within us. Then we can have a great family out in life. So 4 o'clock at the p.m., midheaven is at 17 degrees in Pisces. You see all this mystery way of organizations. You have a lot of aha moments, maybe kind of like the bulb clicked inside of you. It's like, ooh, I got to see all this. Now I understand all these pressures. Now I understand all these things. I have to look, I have to change, I got to go, and so on. The moon moved forward, and there is no more a learning process. When if the learning stop, what it's coming? Action. What is the actions in the family? The growth in there. Because learning is done, performance is in order. You need to understand that the moon is the most powerful at Cancer. That is the mother that takes a charge. That is the woman that takes charge. That is this feminine energies that goes on for on and on to build something, to create something. The beautiful energies are there with the moon in Jupiter. Usually, when the moon in Jupiter there entrines, that is a internal growth within the feminine energies. That is a maturity. Okay, but how you mature? By understand what kind of problems you have. And what is the problems? The problems is authority, communications, transformations, and understanding love. The moon, it's going to be opposing all this inside. That's what the feminine energies, they're going to be triggered today from within you. So at 5 o'clock, the ascendant, the moon, and Lilith, it's coming together. They are opposing, as I said, the authority, communications, transformations, and love. Be mindful about it. Usually during these times, the mother-daughter situations, which is the moon and Venus, are opposing in there. Maybe the mother, it's going to try to schools the daughter, or the daughter tries to schools the mother in tense situations and so on. Don't have altercations or physical situations in there, because this is going to be a preview of what's coming midnight. Grow, because midheaven is with Jupiter, and Jupiter right now helps everyone to grow. You to grow authority, communications, transformations, love, wit, grow up, and understanding about your intuitions and your intimacy or your toxic situations from within. So now you see all this, it's going to be a peace. But if there is no peace, that means you have a war from within you. Be mindful about 5 o'clock energies. Don't go and fight somebody else because you have internal fights. 6 p.m., exactly that energy is going to be, oof, yes. Why? Midheaven, it is at Aries. Impatience, I want it now. I want it right now. Everything has to be done now, right now. I'm taking this authority. You take that authority, you empower this intuition. The intuition's fire ups against the love. You're probably cutting out love situations and so on, relationships, and you're lacking of transformations in there. Let it is right and the ascendant together. You see this toxic situations from within, and you did nothing. But you calm down yourself. These energies are going towards Mars. Mars going into Venus. Venus goes to Jupiter, and Jupiter goes into the ascendant. So there is angel wings from within. Did you grow? Did you evolve? Did you learn? How are you? What did you do? Midheaven is sextile with Saturn. He's testing you. This is your teacher. It's going to be your test. Because if you fail the test, then you're going to learn at the situations during the night. So be mindful about all this curve process. Some of you is not going to like it. Some of you is not going to be doing, but it's a divine order. Why? Because the ascendant at Leo at 15 degrees, it is in divine energies with the Sun and Mercury. That it is at 17 and 16 degrees of Capricorn. They are in trine with Uranus. Divine situations. Learned. That's what this is. It's helping you to understand from within. Okay? Did you learn things during Leo season? If you're not, you're going to be triggered. But if you learn it, you have the divine energies within you. They are resonating in the gravitations with the universe around you. These lower energies, these intense energies, they not bother you. Why? You did the work. You did the lesson. The lesson is not for you. You don't need to have a test because you already passed the test during the Leo season that it was during the summer. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is at 27 degrees. Midheaven is together with Uranus. The universe told you everything. There is going to be no pressure towards the authority, which is the Sun and Mercury retrograde. Things are flat. I mean, flat. All of a sudden, the pressure goes away. There's a lot of positiveness, a lot of internal situations. The moon and Lilith are kind of like coming together. The moon is pretty much exiting Cancer, learning the situations. Beautiful trines with Jupiter and Neptune is going to be playing. They are respectively have a trines with the Sun and Pluto and Venus. There, all this coming into situations. Now you have to probably seek for whatever it's the left over. Did you learn the lesson of transformations? Ascendant is at 27 degrees of Leo, and it is a divine energies with Pluto. Divine transformations. If you pass the test, you pass the test. If you don't pass the test, guess what? The ascendant at 27 degrees, it is opposing 23 degrees Saturn, and Saturn is a square with midheaven. Yeah, nobody likes it when they give you a paper that says, you didn't pass. Sorry. Whose fault that is? Nobody. Giving you a chance and opportunities to study, giving a chance to situations, you're like, but I want to get it. I need to get this done. Universe is going to push you to get it done, probably during the midnight situations. And that's what I'm making this report. Hopefully, you do your inner work during the day. Those, though, who did their inner work today and so on, Midheaven, it's 5 degrees at Gemini. It is together with Mars. You are in a beautiful state because you organize yourself. Ascendant is at 8 degrees in Virgo, divines energies with Venus, and Venus is in trine with Midheaven and Mars. Here we go. The love is in order. Always love within situations and so on. Beautiful angel wings in there. That is it between the moon, Lilith, Mars, midheaven with Venus, Pluto. That energy, it is together with Jupiter, the growth and the visions. You take the wings of love and you fly. But if you don't, if you didn't, there's going to be internal fight with Mars from within. Maybe you need to go more meditations, more situations from within. The moon and Lilith are still begin to have these confrontations with Venus and Pluto. You transform with true love, with love. Did you transform on Earth? You didn't perform on Earth, or whatever the minor situation is. You look inside of you. All the answers is in you. So at 10 o'clock, this energy of organizations is pointing out everything that is coming in there. The ascendant is at 20 degrees of Virgo. The midheaven is at 19 degrees of Gemini. Divine energies toward the authority, using these masculine energies of the authority from within. So if you're female, you use the masculine energies to help you transform your feminine energies. On the other side, you use your feminine energies to transform and understand the masculine side from within you. Ascendant of Virgo, it's helping you to learn this. The ascendant is in divine energies with Saturn, and Saturn is in trine with midheaven and Gemini. This one, the masculine and the feminine are becoming friends. That's what the Gemini is from within you. Beautiful, beautiful energies at 10 o'clock. And at 11 o'clock, the ascendant goes into 2 degrees of Libra. That is opposing Neptune and Jupiter. Maybe the relationship wasn't good, it wasn't right, and so on. But the ascendant is a trine with Mars and Venus in there. Mars and Venus in love and communications. That should be the focus from within you. Okay, midheaven is at Cancer. It is squaring Jupiter. The ascendant is opposing Jupiter. Did you grow, or your relationship didn't grow from within you? If you didn't grow, how come your relationship will grow? It's not going to happen. So a lot of this could be intense triggering, but there is always, always a new things to be learned. The moon, it is already entering Leo. Take a look, that authority from within. To remind you, Leo is the fifth zodiac sign. It is responding to the fifth house, which is childhood. Is a child, kids, care for the kids, honor, dignity, everything, it is there. Now there's going to be this dignity that is going to be facing this Venus and Pluto, oppositions from within. To remind you, Venus is an Aquarius. She is basically, I don't care. I have to evolve in love with my Mars. I'm not worried about what you want, what you need, and so on. I'm here to bring the new. So some of you maybe have this conflict between, as I said, daughter mother situations from within yourself at 11 o'clock. And as I said, around midnight, midheaven is at 17 degrees of Cancer. It is opposing Mercury retrograde and the Sun. And at the same time, it is approaching close towards the Moon and Lilith, which is about to get unified. And Leo, the ascendant is at 14 degrees. It squares Mercury retrograde and the Sun, which is the authority, the communications. Now you can feel this intense energies during this time so be mindful. The energies can increase within you. But if you did everything, if you have peace within yourself, there is nothing you to worry about it. Why? Ascendant, it is a divine energies with the North Node in Uranus. Still, the ascendant at 14 degrees, it is in trine with Venus and Mars. So this it is about to create these friendships about a better family. Midheaven, it is beautiful trine with Neptune and is a beautiful sextile with the North Node. So everything is in divine order. Question is, you did the work. So exactly at 1 o'clock in the morning, midheaven is at 1 degrees 22 minutes of Leo. The moon, 1 degree 29 minutes in Leo. Lilith, 2 degrees 53 minutes in Leo. The ascendant is at Libra, 26 degrees. There's going to be a square towards midheaven. And the ascendant is also squaring Pluto in Capricorn. All this talking about this oppositions of midheaven, the moon, Lilith against Pluto and Venus. So be careful with all those energies. There's going to be like the two opposite energies fighting from within you. Telling you this right now for nothing you to worry about it, because if you're following the energies throughout the day, you have nothing to worry about it. If you did your inner work on the learning course, it's going to be okay. How? Saturn have no other aspect except the ascendant. Otherwise, Saturn is going to be begin to be a neutral. Why? Because the teacher is always silent during exam, and that it's all about. Are you going to pass the exam from within you? Midheaven, it is a trine with Jupiter in there. All this midheaven, moon, and Lilith are trine with that. That's mean, did you grow? Did you took this new path? Did you took this new energies from within you? So that's what it is, the astro gravitational report. Um, um, that is going to help you with this. Be careful with your personal gravitations within yourself, with the gravity that's going to be coming towards you. Don't engage in collective energies. The collective, everyone, they have collective work. You do your inner work from within yourself. Don't be so much within that, because all this mixed of collective yours, and if you have partners, soul connections, and so on, it's going to become like a lot of mixed. Okay, that's what I'm giving you as an advices. And so if you have so many questions now, you can ask about it. Wow, the chat is pretty big. Oh, all right. Maria Richards, intuition is about self-trust aligning with source. Two Capricorn parents in a second house. Hard work brings success. Couple of hard work. Yes, work. Okay, that's what they say. There was one old saying here in Bulgaria that says, "Do the work for nothing, but there is never nothing for you doing work." And it's kind of like similar like this. Purity passion. Thank you for coming in, Maria. For more with this information, one can meditate on neutrality. Mars, yes. Erica, I feel a really nice, peaceful energy that I know from the past. I can't remember yet from what I enjoyed. I like push nothing or let universe surprise me. Exactly. You do this. That is it, the proper way of feminine energies to understand inside. That is a like, okay, I'll be quiet for this, but I'm going to do quietly the inner work inside of me. I can understand the masculine. It is doing their growth, they're doing their inner work, and he's in meditations. Let him be. Let him meditate from within. So when you get into these energies, that is the cooperations, the trine there is between Venus and Mars. That is their friendship from within. That is when the woman understand that the masculine is working in his soul evolutions from within itself. Mars is still retrograde in the Gemini because he's looking these dual issues about friendship. The friendship first in a personal level, 10, the friendships towards others. Understandings about his feminine energy from within himself, his relationships with Venus, so he can be the best friend when he turns direct motion. So yes, it's going to be good. Archer Astrology, thank you for coming in, Heidi. First time, thank you for your work. You're welcome. Hopefully, this report helps you. If you have any specific questions, don't be afraid to ask or something. And appreciate that you're here. Eric, I think when my ex-husband was coming in my life, when the first time I'm experiencing spirit love. We are gonna find out that experiencing love in so many levels, in so many higher levels, love is gonna become more clearly, more things. It's gonna be evolving from physical love into the spiritual love, but you're gonna go through all the loves to understand them, and when you understand them, then everything is under one roof and you're using all these loves for your inner purpose. My pleasure, yes, full morning Cancer with Sun in Capricorn with this retrograde about internal reflection, pointing out the friendships. Year of the Chariot. Yes, exactly. There is a lot of clearing within the both zodiac signs. That's what there is Capricorn does not worry about emotions, words, and so on. You might find them like the Capricorn are coldest and they are and so on and so on. No, actually, they're very compassionate, doing the things right. And yes, this cardinal energy is actually very beautiful. I have a North Node and Capricorn, so I'm a little bit within all this energies in there, but you're totally correct. But the moon, that is it, moving now from Cancer, which is the family, it is looking at about this conflict with the probe inside of the Capricorn. But also the Capricorn looks, are you doing the right things in family? And that's what the conflict, but throughout the conflict, it comes the beautiful divine solutions within all this. And you're totally correct because of Mars. Yeah. Layers of love like a flower. You understand all those loves that coming into you, and that's what when you have even the beautiful energies. If you have to talk about all this loves, the six types of loves, but you have them towards one person, you. Then all that energies that from within you, you're going to be able to give it only one person. So yeah, you're welcome, Archer. Sense very good energies from you. So All right, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions, then we are going to go. Shares the love, shares this beautiful energy. I'm wishing you guys that you use that report within your internal world, from within yourself. You dive from within. Try to stay within the energies that helping you to grow and evolve. And Archer, thank you for subscribing. I would love to. I love that. I want to say thank you for it and appreciate it for the wishes. I want to wish you a happy new year as well. And if you are a colleague and you're an astrologer, I want to wish you the best. And you can find me on Facebook. You can share some experience here. And I want to say this to you that using those energies and navigate through the energies, you are going to experiencing the age of Aquarius right now from within you. Take the new road, take the compassion, and go evolve from within you. You're here to evolve the humanity. All right, guys. Much love to you. Love you all, and let's share the love. See you tomorrow. Be love, guys.